Number 7, my brothers and my sisters. He says, وَهُوَ مِنْ أَعْجَبِهَا إِنْكِسَارُ الْقَلْبِ بِكُلِّيَتِهِ بَيْنِ يَدَيِ اللَّهِ تَعَالَى. To break down in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He says that this is min a'jab, right, out of all of them. It is from the most amazing out of all of the points that have been mentioned. He says, وَلَيْسَ فِي التَّعْبِيرِ عَنْ هَذَا الْمَعْنَى غَيْرَ الْأَسْمَاءِ وَالْعِبَارَاتِ. This is not something that you can put into words, he says. You can't put this into words, to break down in front of Allah Azza wa Jal, right, with humility, right. He says you can't put this into words. Make this a habit where constantly I seclude myself, right, and it's just me and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and then I break down in front of Him, right. You know, my brothers and my sisters, got a couple of more minutes, I'm going to quickly finish up inshaAllah ta'ala. This dua that we are going to be uttering, especially in the last 10 nights. What is the dua? Allahumma innaka afuwan tuhibbul afwa fa'fu anni, right? Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam taught this dua to Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha. When you look at the dua, what is he instructing her to ask Allah? Ask Allah to pardon you. This is what he's telling her. This is Aisha, who's been working so hard for the last 20 days. And now on top of that, right, you have to ask Allah to forgive and pardon you? Ibn Rajab comments and he says, وَإِنَّمَا أَمَرَ بِسُؤَالِ الْعَفْوِ بَعْدَ الْاجْتِهَادِ فِي الْأَعْمَالِ فِيهَا وَفِي لَيَالِ الْعَشْرِ لأن العارفين يجتهدون في الأعمال ثم لا يرون لأنفسهم عملا صالحا ولا حالا ولا مقالا فيرجعون إلى سؤال العفو كحال المذنب المقصر. He says the only reason why he told her to do so after working so hard in the first 20 is because the smart and intelligent individuals, my brothers and my sisters, they work so hard and then they don't get deluded with themselves. Oh, I've done so well, let me now take a break. No, they run back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala the same way the smart sinner does. What does the smart sinner do, guys? The smart sinner, after he sinned, what does he do? He breaks down in front of Allah Azza wa Jal, Ya Allah forgive me. He committed zina, Ya Allah forgive me. Breaks down into tears. He says this is the way of the person who's been working so hard, done so many righteous deeds. He takes time out, my brothers and my sisters, and he breaks down, Ya Allah forgive me. This is from the ways of the awliyaa, my brothers and my sisters, that is not mentioned enough. Ya Allah forgive me. This is after he's been doing so well, right? Breaking down in front of Allah Azza wa Jal, I still haven't done enough. Ya Allah, accept this from me. Right? I would have loved to go into the issue of how the Salaf, the people of the past, they were so terrified of their actions not being accepted. Imam al-Dhahabi comments on one of these statements. He says, كل من لم يخشى أن يكون في النار فهو مغرور قد أمن مكر الله. Anyone, right, who doesn't have that fear that he might be from the people of the fire, then this person is deluded, he's deceived.